I've recorded this intro like 6 times, and 3 of them I lost the tape on. So at this point, I don't even know what to say except, hey y'all, welcome to my channel. Thanks for being here today. This is Eliana with Why Not Redesign. I'm going to be doing a cabinet that I have literally sold 3 times. So I'm hoping the 3rd time is the charm. The first time, the person ghosted me after they sent me a deposit on it. The second time, somebody paid half on it and then disappeared. This is the 3rd time. It's paid in full. And it's actually, at this point when I'm recording this 3rd intro, the cabinet actually been delivered. So let's go do it. Okay, so this is it. It's a beautiful Arway vintage cabinet that I got from an estate sale. It has original everything, and really it's in pristine condition, so I didn't even want to sell it painted because I thought the finish was beautiful. Twice it sort of sold, and the 3rd time the person who wanted it painted. So that's what I'm going to be doing today and taking you guys through the process. As always, I'm removing all of the hardware. I'm cleaning it very well. I will scuff sand it because it had absolutely not a flaw. This is mahogany, so I am a little bit concerned about whether or not it will bleed, but let's tackle that when I get there. I'm gonna clean it with Pristine Clean, which is a TSP substitute cleaner by Dixie Belle. If you ever use this product, always make sure that you wear gloves because it is pretty strong. Like I said, it's a TSP substitute, so chemicals, you always want to protect your skin. I had already cleaned this piece twice before because, like I said, I had initially sold it twice. It actually has been in my shop once for a few weeks, and it sold from my shop the 2nd time. The person put it on layaway and paid half on it and then never returned. The store called the person many times. I believe they do at least 12 attempts before they say, hey, what are you going to do with this thing? So I decided to take it out the last time, and yeah, so here I am. The 3rd time, a person who actually bought a different cabinet from me came to the shop, saw it, and fell in love with it, has the space for it at home. And like I said, at the time that I recorded my intro for this and actually all of this voiceover, I've already delivered the cabinet. So it finally sold, y'all. Crazy. It's a funny story to me because, like, what is wrong with people? They have just money to leave with people and never come back to. I don't have that kind of money, so it's always surprising to me. I primed this piece and allowed it to basically dry overnight, and then I came back the next day and added the paint. You're gonna not see probably a big difference between the paint and the primer. I tinted my primer with the color that I'm using, and I am using a Dixie Belle paint color on this. I actually mixed 2 colors, and I tinted my primer anyway, and then came back the next day and then did 2.5 coats of this. When I say half, I basically mean that I did 2 very good full coverage coats, and then the 3rd one just in spots where it was needed, and sometimes it wasn't. I also use a top coat on this just because this is a cabinet that I am selling to people who will be using it, and I don't know how it's going to be used. And although Silk, which is the paint that I'm using on this, has a top coat already included in it, I still want to make sure that my pieces perform to the best, and so I always top coat them. And for the top coat, I use the regular top coat from Dixie Belle, which is their clear coat. Look like I'm exercising there, but I was actually just painting the shelves. Here's me applying the clear coat on that cabinet as well. And this work took 3 days. I do my primer and leave it to dry overnight. I do my paint and leave it to dry overnight. And then on the third day, I always come back and do the top coat, which I leave in the paint booth. Not the clear coat, but I leave the piece in the paint booth and then come back the next day and move it. So this is a 3 to 4 day job on every piece for me. Here's where I move the piece over to my staging wall, and I am doing hardware and final touch-ups on the inside of the doors. On the bottom part of the cabinet, I applied Big Mama's butter to seal the doors, and also for the scent of it, because I love that scent, and most people do. The one that I like the most is probably Suzanne's Garden. For pieces that I do for myself, I use a new scent that they introduced last year around this time for fall, and it's a very, I would say it's a very masculine smell. It's called flannel, but I absolutely love that for myself. But on this one, I'm using Suzanne Garden, and then I love it because the scent stays on the pieces for a long time. So I try to do this on every piece, except of course if someone tells me that they are very sensitive to smells. I don't know why I recorded this like I was recording for Instagram, so I apologize, but here is the final piece. If you remember, it was a very beautiful cabinet to begin with, but it really ended up being even more beautiful when painted white. White is so fresh and elegant, and everything looks amazing with it. Let's remember one more time what this piece looked like, and here's how it looks now. And I'm happy to report that it is home. I hope you enjoyed this. Thanks for being here. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications, and I'll catch you again soon. Bye.